Welcome to Behind the Script.
800 years ago, a fire targeted more than just a kingdom or a palace. It consumed a university, a massive complex dedicated to the preservation of human thought. To reach this campus, scholars crossed the high passes of Tibet and the deserts of Persia, driven by the university's reputation as the primary source of learning in Asia. The library shelves held thousands of original manuscripts detailing advancements in medicine, mathematics, and the observation of the stars. The destruction of these archives meant that centuries of scientific and philosophical work never reached the generations that followed. This institutional scale was established during the Gupta Empire in the 5th century CE, marking the beginning of a 700-year period of academic dominance. For chronological context, Nalanda had been operating for 6 centuries before the first recorded teaching at Oxford University. It predates the founding of Harvard by more than 1,000 years. At its peak, the university supported 10,000 students and a faculty of 2,000 instructors, making it one of the largest concentrations of specialized knowledge in the ancient world. Admission was highly selective. Elite scholars guarded the gates, conducting oral examinations to ensure that only the most capable students could enter the courtyards. As this map shows, the campus functioned as a centralized node for the continent's thinkers, pulling data and talent from as far as the Korean Peninsula and the Persian Gulf. Nalanda served as a primary exchange for the era's collective intelligence, consolidating the intellectual output of diverse civilizations into a single unified campus. The curriculum extended into the hard sciences, producing graduates trained in linguistics, architecture, and political science. The center of this activity was Dharmaganja, a library complex designed to store and replicate the manuscripts gathered over several centuries. These manuscripts were recorded on palm leaves, a medium allowing dense documentation but highly susceptible to fire. The 7th century Chinese monk Xuanzang described a collection so vast it served as the definitive reference for the entire Buddhist world. In the late 1100s, an invading force led by Bakhtiar Khilji moved through northern India, reaching the gates of the university. The invasion didn't follow the patterns of a standard siege. The target was the institution itself. The resident scholars and monks were killed, and the structures were ransacked. Historical accounts suggest the library was so large that the fire burned for months, consuming millions of hand-copied pages. While some logistical details of the 12th century invasion are still analyzed by historians, the total physical cessation of the university is a matter of archaeological record. By incinerating these archives, the invasion ended the continuity of progress for entire fields of study, effectively removing centuries of data from the reach of future generations. The physical remains of the campus are still visible in Bihar, India, though only a fraction of the original site has been excavated. The quiet courtyards and low brick walls provide a stark contrast to the reports of a crowded, noisy hub of international debate. Features like the Great Stupa demonstrate the scale of the original construction, with brickwork that has survived 8 centuries of exposure. Today, the site is a UNESCO World Heritage Landmark, protected as a record of a period when the pursuit of understanding was the primary goal of the state. Today, these ruins serve as a physical marker for a network of human intelligence of a suddenly and violently disconnected. The most difficult aspect of this loss is the silence. We have no way to recover the medical texts, the early astronomical models, or the schools of logic that were housed here. Unique perspectives on how to view and categorize the world vanished, leaving us with a fragmented understanding of our own intellectual history. Nalanda represented a rare moment in history where thousands of people gathered with the sole intent of understanding the world. Because of the fire, modern humanity has a permanent gap in its own record. We are left to guess at the contents of the chapters that were burned away. The tragedy of Nalanda is the reality of discoveries we will never know, and the potential that went unfulfilled when those pages turned to ash.
That's it from this video. Make sure to leave a like and comment below. Remember to share this video and subscribe. Thanks for watching Behind the Script.